Well, in case you haven't heard by now, evolutions are completely broken, and the report is that EA have no idea how to actually fix it. And that's why we've gotten the same evolution back-to-back days, which I guess is the least surprising news you're going to hear about FC25. We're going to talk more about that today. I'm going to go through and read that tweet that I'm talking about and just talk about basically what the fuck are we doing. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. There will be a link in the description. They are the cheapest and safest option. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. I suppose we'll just get right into it. If you guys didn't see, we got back-to-back new foundation evos, which the evo itself actually isn't that bad, right? It ups these squad foundations cards pretty well, actually, so I don't even hate the fact that this exists. It's the fact that it only exists because of the fact that EA can't code, and the devs, I think, are... I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself here. But the reason they're broken still and they're still dropping these is because chained ones are broken, and these ones you don't have to chain, right? So that's kind of the main problem right now is the stat upgrades with chained evos are basically completely broken. And we had suspicions of this yesterday, but now that we got it literally back-to-back days, it obviously is now confirmed. And then we got this tweet that was, I think, just a few hours back. Let's go and read that now. And here it is. So futties, who's a pretty big person on Twitter. He's got, 84,000 followers. He's had some leaks in the past too, so pretty sure he knows what he's talking about here. If you are wondering where evos are, you will not be seeing them anytime soon. The stat limit upgrades are completely broken internally, and there's no fix ETA currently. So futties is saying that it is entirely broken and EA don't know how to fix it. And I would be less inclined to jump to that crazy conclusion if this wasn't EA Sports, right? I'd be far less inclined to be like, okay, it's pure incompetence to the highest degree, but we know who we're dealing with here, right? And without any communication on EA's front, I mean, obviously, what is there to believe at this point? There's not really much to believe. We didn't get a Friday evolution. The evolutions are bugged. We know the stats are bugged and things are not upgrading how they should be. So yeah, I always want to give EA the benefit of the doubt at times, but this is there isn't any to give. So one of the biggest selling points of this year's Ultimate Team was the evolutions. They sold us something that just straight up didn't work. I don't know if they knew it didn't work. I don't really know which one's worse, if they sold it to us knowing it didn't work, or if they actually had no idea that it didn't work despite months of testing. I mean, you tell me which one's worse. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. And if it's true where there's no ETA at all currently, and they're like, we really have no idea what to do or what's going on, that is insane. And also, what's kind of crazy with this is that a couple things. Obi Kenobi says down here, also wonder why they say we're able to do 2 evos this year, pretty much left out the window, and we're back to doing only 1 evo at a time. Remember last year they said we want to do 2 evos at a time in the future? That just isn't a thing anymore. I'm assuming because something must have been bugged with it. Goalkeeper evolutions never existed. They never acknowledged the existence of it ever even being a possibility. Why? Because I'm sure they couldn't code it correctly. Otherwise, why on earth have we not seen one by now? And there are so many bugs on a yearly basis we can see that point towards just legacy code, right? The code clearly has been the same for, I mean, God knows how long. We probably don't even really want to know how many things in this game are from FIFA 10, FIFA 11, FIFA 12, PS3 consoles. And the question, I guess, is just basically when does it end? When do, as employees of EA, have pride in what they make to make something that just works, ignoring all of the obvious aspects of it ends when people stop buying it, right? Or when they stop making money, it ends, obviously. But I'm even just talking from a human standpoint. When do you want to have pride in what you make? I guess it's just maybe they just do not give a shit, and it's just the financial end is literally all that matters to these people. But just when do you just start over? When does it happen? Because it's mind-blowing how you don't know what's going on in your game. Right now we have gameplay that is beyond delayed for no reason. Guys, keep this in mind. It's not ping related, okay? I promise you it's not ping related. It's literally baked in the code in this game that there's just some sort of delay going on. And I do not believe it's intentional. I don't believe that. Seeing how incompetent these guys are, it's hard for me to just take that jump to oh yeah, this is definitely malicious intent. It has lasted for a decade plus at this point. FIFA 14, I think, was the main discussion kind of became why is there delay sometimes randomly? At least from what I can remember. And it's been 10, 11 years now. It is still here. And in fact, it's probably worse than it ever has been in this game because it's just slower as is, right? And by the way, this tweet we'll talk about in a sec, but you might say, why am I even complaining about the delay right now when the problem is the evos? Well, we cannot be surprised by this when the biggest problem with FIFA, and it's not not even close to me is the fact that we can't play the game how we want to. We can't play the game based on how we input. It's that simple. And that would be mind-blowing breaking news in any other game out there. That's like, oh yeah, there's like this weird button delay where it actually doesn't register how it's supposed to. The fact that that can happen, we cannot be surprised at any other thing breaking in this game. And I'm also not inclined, and I don't think you should be inclined either, to ever give EA the benefit of the doubt when it comes to this thing, because they are quite clearly not capable of making a good game. They're just not capable of it, guys. We have enough of a sample size now. If they make one, it's by accident. It's not because they, have revolutionary ideas. I'm sorry. We need more of a consistent few years of good games to be like, okay, maybe they're figuring things out now. If next year comes out, it's a good game, it's lucky, okay? If they patch this game to make it work, it's pure luck. One of the new features this year, FCIQ, right? It doesn't work. It didn't work on day one, remember? We had to have a bunch of different roles have patched runs, right? Because they didn't make good runs right away. Inside forward, shadow striker, whatever it was. I mean, look at the striker here on this pass. He's onside. Where is the striker going? He stops. He just stops. This is why I cannot use advanced forward, guys. Advanced forward to me is awful. I can't take it. I have to use poacher because I know for sure what to expect. Even if it is just shit for build-up, I know what to expect. Look at where he's going. Just ruined his attack for him because you can't go past the keeper with a ball roll anymore because they have to just ruin good mechanics all the time, constantly. But at this point, he's expecting a striker to be here. Instead, it's like midfielder beats the striker there. I mean, it is a disaster. This is one of their new features. Evolutions, one of their new features was more inclusive evos, stat limits, yada, yada, yada. They sold us it. It just doesn't work. They either knew it didn't work or didn't bother to do enough testing to figure out it didn't work. I think that's crazy is even Reddit, which is usually like more on the positive spectrum of the FIFA fan base. They're not overwhelmingly positive, but they're more positive than I would say like most people are out there. Even all of the subreddit right now is literally just like, I cannot believe what's going on right now. The delay is insane. AI just seems like it sucks ass. The evolutions are broken. I bought this game because of evos and now they don't know how to fix them. They don't know how to fix them, guys. I want that to sink in for a while because it's not like they're too lazy to fix it. It's not like, oh, they have other things going on right now. No, they just don't know what they're doing. And you guys know I don't want to sit here and just constantly complain about this game. I'm playing this game, attempting to make it my job because obviously I have love for it, right? There's things in this game that I absolutely love, but who's going to hold them accountable? It's just crazy to see the negative reactions we've got to this game right now that I actually just didn't see this coming. Like first day or two of this game, I didn't see it coming. I thought the gameplay was actually, was different, slow, but kind of okay. I'll try not to jump on it too quickly, of course, but man, I mean, this game, it is off to a ridiculously bad start, in my opinion. And I may be more upset than maybe others are because I love evolutions. To me, they're like one of the most important things in the game to me. So I just am more passionate about them. When they're broken, I am going to be more upset maybe than some other people will be. But I mean, holy shit, guys. They just don't care about you. So you know that they do not give a shit about you. Just so you don't get that fucked up. But yeah, you guys know I could talk about this forever. Let me know what you think in the comments, of course, if you agree, disagree, or what do you think. Upcoming SBCs we've not seen yet. Barcola is supposed to come out on the 22nd, so tomorrow, I believe. And then Dunn is we're waiting on. We don't know exactly when she'll come out. But these are the two things we've got leaked right now, and that's pretty much it. We saw Di Lorenzo obviously today. I'm pretty sure it's just done. I think that's all we have got for leaks at the moment. And the market is prime Sunday sell-off day. You guys already know that. We'll probably see it bounce back up a bit as the week goes on until Division Rivals rewards, and then that'll be a great buy time again. My guess is that we're going to get Trailblazers, but we could have Dynasties also. We have both of them leaked, both of those promos. Trailblazers was pretty good last year. Dynasties wasn't, so kind of will be determined on what promo comes first and what the market might look like because of those promos. So just stay up to date with the videos. We'll talk more about that when we know more. Okay, let's read your comments now. We talked yesterday about squad battles cheaters. Now it seems like the points went down randomly out of nowhere. Mowgli says, I finished with 26,076 points. I woke up to rank 2. So much for the dropping of points required. I think it ended on 26.2, I believe is where it ended on. Maybe it was like 26.19. I think it was 26.2, I want to say. It's going up every week, so we'll see. I think I got to like 28,000 or so. It's kind of like my cap with legendary and world class only playing on, but obviously I can update that video come another time here. But yeah, all we can do is hope that there aren't any more cheaters hopping on here. Drew Wooden, Evo's are the only thing keeping me playing this bullshit. Well, well, I got bad news for you. And I asked yesterday too about the pack weight. I'm like, who's packing stuff right now? now. I'm not. I was wondering like if you guys are, and Cyber FM says I've packed an icon and I've not packed a single promo card. So it shows you the pack weight. But then there's the other side too. Like Vincent says gameplay is just fine. Only real issue is that the ball is bouncing back to the attacker after a tackle and the ball is glued to him, which is a problem. You're right. But like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you don't have a delay. Maybe you're just not experiencing what some of us are, I guess. The general feel of the game to me is so lethargic, and I don't mean slow. I mean delayed and lethargic. Like there's a difference to me. If the gameplay was slow but responsive, I wouldn't actually mind it at all. Even though I prefer faster gameplay, the game is slow and lethargic to respond to commands. So I'm just like, when I'm playing, it's so hard to get a judge on what's going on. The AI's bad. Like the AI is objectively not good. There are rare instances actually where it's better than last year. Most of the time though, it's worse than last year. Now we're trying to still get used to it and stuff like that. But you've seen some of the clips going around Twitter or Reddit or whatever. FCIQ has not lived up to what it's supposed to be so far. And Vosgate says, take the soccer license from EA, please. The chat is not going to like the soccer line there, but this is the complicated situation that we're in, is that we're in a monopoly where unless someone takes a license, we're fucked. I mean, what are you going to do? What are we going to do? Football Manager, which you can't play the game, so you won't really get your football fix there. eFootball's not bad, but a lot of times you can't play with your favorite players, so there's just no great way of doing it. We need to hope 2K makes a game. That's what we need to hope for, basically, because what do you do from here? If you had all creators boycott the game for a while, I mean, would that cause a difference? Maybe. I don't really think it would, but it could, because their player numbers might go down. But the ones spending the money, are they going to just stop playing? Are they going to be not addicted anymore to the gambling aspects of this game? I just think that we're in an awful spot, and EA just are laughing because they kind of know. It's like, what do you do? Where are you going to go from here? I don't know. I don't have the right answers to that. But I mean, EA, you win. I guess you win. You can get kids addicted to those sweet flare dopamine hits that the casinos are thanking you. The future generations of casino owners, they need to be thanking EA Sports. Yeah, what's the right answer? What do you do about it? I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I don't know what the right way to approach this is. I know that Run the Fun Market tried last year to do something, and the community was like, go fuck yourself. All the creators basically said, go fuck yourself. I gotta put food on the table. You stop criticizing my game. And that's a paraphrase, and it wasn't quite that cynical, but some people it was. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just ranting at this point, but hope you guys have a wonderful day today. If hopefully you're back at work and you're Monday and you don't want to go back to a miserable 9 to 5, I am so sorry if that's you. I feel for you grinders out there, but hey, thank you for watching. I love you all. See you soon. Peace.